I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Who is Sydney Sweeney, the rising star taking Hollywood by storm? Sydney Sweeney has quickly gone from small TV roles to one of the most talked about actresses in Hollywood. This video explores her journey from a determined young performer to a breakout star, captivating audiences with her talent, versatility, and undeniable screen presence. Sweeney isn't just an actress. She's a storyteller, a businesswoman, and a rising cultural figure whose work has earned her critical acclaim and a loyal fan base. This video dives into the roles that made her famous, the drive behind her career, and the impact she's already making in the industry. From Euphoria to The White Lotus, her performances have been raw, emotional, and unforgettable. How did she break into one of the toughest industries in the world? What fuels her dedication to her craft? And what's next for this Hollywood powerhouse in the making? Today, we explore the life, career, and unstoppable rise of Sydney Sweeney, the actress everyone is watching.
I come from a family of mechanics, and I learned how to drive on my great-grandpa's F-100. I think that's when I first fell in love with Ford. A vintage Ford Bronco was my dream car. I wanted that car so bad. I was the only girl in the shop. I changed the transmission, added power steering, new brakes, updated the radio, the suspension, redesigned the interior, and added a roll bar, but that is just the beginning. At first, I made videos to show just my family the process, but it turned out that a bunch of other people love seeing them too. And once I finished my Bronco, I had to get a Mustang, of course. The whole experience showed me I could do more than I thought I could. I hope other women see my passion for cars and want to follow their own passions too.
Welcome to Who Media, the channel where curiosity leads the way. From famous celebs and cartoon icons to legends and hidden names, we uncover the stories behind the people you know and the ones you don't. Sydney Sweeney wasn't born with a silver spoon or a guaranteed red carpet waiting for her. Nope. She grew up in Spokane, Washington, a place where dreams feel big, but the world often feels like it's pushing down hard. From an early age, Sydney knew she wasn't cut from the same cloth as everyone else. She had this restless fire, this hunger to leap past the ordinary, to punch through the walls of small-town expectations. But how does a kid from Spokane light up Hollywood? What drives that relentless spark inside someone so young? Her story is a blend of grit and grace, stubbornness and vulnerability. Sydney's family was supportive, but not steeped in showbiz. They knew she had a unique spark, but chasing acting meant plunging headfirst into the unknown. She began working locally, doing small roles, and building experience while balancing the everyday struggles of teenage life. What's amazing is that even as she faced the usual uncertainties and rejections, she never lost sight of the bigger picture. Have you ever met someone so driven that failure felt like a pit stop, not a dead end? Her breakout came in 2019 with Euphoria, the HBO juggernaut that blew the doors off teen dramas. Sydney's portrayal of Cassie Howard was a seismic jolt to the system. Here was a character layered with fragility, confusion, and desperate yearning. Played by Sydney with an intoxicating mix of innocence and simmering complexity. Cassie wasn't perfect. She was messy, flawed, and achingly human. Sydney's performance pierced through the noise and the glitz, making viewers feel like they were peeking behind a velvet curtain into the complicated, often brutal realities of youth. What's so gripping about Sydney's acting is her fearless commitment to authenticity, even when it's uncomfortable or messy. But she didn't stop there. In 2021, Sydney landed another high-profile role as Olivia Mossbacher in The White Lotus, a dark comedy drama that skewered privilege and human foibles with surgical precision. Her performance here was a masterclass in subtlety, shifting effortlessly between charm, awkwardness, and biting satire. Olivia was a complex puzzle, and Sydney found every piece, making audiences both cringe and root for her at the same time. How many actors can make you feel such mixed emotions so effortlessly? Behind the scenes, Sydney's story is just as compelling. Unlike many young stars who get swallowed by the machine, she has been fiercely intent on carving out her own space. She launched her own production company, 50/50 Films, signaling a determination to tell stories that matter and amplify voices often drowned out by Hollywood's usual noise. It's a bold move, especially in an industry that can feel like a game rigged against newcomers, especially women. What drives someone so young to not only act, but to take the reins behind the camera? Sydney's hunger for storytelling is matched by her commitment to transformation. For her role in the upcoming Christie, a biopic about boxer Christy Martin, she underwent a brutal physical and emotional transformation, pushing her limits to bring authenticity to the ring and the story. It's one thing to act, it's another to live the role with such immersion that the lines between character and self blur. What kind of discipline and resilience does that take? The kind Sydney proudly carries. But her journey hasn't been without storms. Sydney's rise coincided with intense scrutiny. An American Eagle jeans campaign she starred in sparked heated debates. Some called it tone-deaf, others politically charged, showing just how tricky navigating fame can be, especially for a woman building a brand in a divided cultural landscape. Social media buzzed with controversy, and suddenly Sydney was no longer just an actress. She was a symbol in culture wars she never asked to be part of. How does a rising star keep her balance when every move is analyzed, politicized, or weaponized? Sydney's answer seems to be through a fierce blend of authenticity and resilience. She doesn't shy away from tough conversations about the industry's women empowering women rhetoric being a facade, calling out the drama and backstabbing that lurk behind the glamorous veneer. She has opened up about the anxiety and invasiveness of fame, the paparazzi, and the constant media spin trying to shape her story. And yet, despite all this pressure, she remains grounded, focused, and optimistic. What keeps her steady amid the chaos? Maybe it's an unshakable belief in her craft and the stories she wants to tell. Her upcoming slate is nothing short of a cinematic blitzkrieg. From Echo Valley, a tense thriller opposite Julianne Moore, to the psychological roller coaster The Housemaid, Sydney is not just dipping toes. She's diving headlong into challenging roles that demand every ounce of her skill. Plus, a chance to portray Hollywood icon Kim Novak in Scandalous adds to her repertoire of playing layered, powerful women. And then there's the Barbarella reboot. Talk about stepping into legendary shoes. Sydney's name keeps popping up alongside some of the industry's heaviest hitters and boldest projects, setting the stage for a career that's just getting warmed up. How many stars can say they have such a diverse, powerhouse lineup before hitting 26? And of course, fans eagerly await Euphoria Season 3, expected to drop in 2026. Sydney's return as Cassie promises to be as raw and riveting as ever, with the series continuing to explore the raw nerve of youth in all its pain and glory. For a show that defined a generation's TV landscape, Sydney is a pillar, and her growth as an actor has only magnified since her debut. What makes Sydney Sweeney so magnetic isn't just her talent, but her complexity, the way she embodies contradictions. She's glamorous yet guarded, outspoken yet introspective. She thrives on fashion runways and Met Gala red carpets, but candidly admits to the weight of fame's invasive glare. She can be a meme queen one day and a serious producer the next. How does she juggle this? It seems Sydney thrives in the tension, embracing the messy dualities of modern celebrity. And then there's the camaraderie and loyalty she shows to her peers. From late-night karaoke sessions with Euphoria castmates to championing trans activist Hunter Schaffer amid public backlash, Sydney's actions reveal a thoughtful, engaged young woman navigating friendships and controversies with grace. She's part of a new Hollywood generation that's rewriting what it means to be a star. Less perfection, more truth. In interviews, Sydney doesn't shy away from calling out the industry's hypocrisies. She speaks about the fake veneer of empowerment culture and the real rivalries behind closed doors. Her words resonate with anyone who's ever felt burned by shallow promises or toxic competition. She's unfiltered, refreshing, and maybe a little bit rebellious. Just the kind of energy Hollywood needs to shake things up. Beyond the glitz and grit, Sydney remains a storyteller at heart. Each role she picks, each project she produces, carries weight. She's not in it for fleeting fame or easy applause. She wants to challenge, provoke, and illuminate. Her upcoming roles promise to push boundaries and spotlight untold stories, especially of women, fighters, and misfits. Her own journey, from a kid with big dreams in Spokane to a Hollywood force, is a testament to that fierce spirit. What's next for Sydney? The sky's the limit. With a production company in her corner, major roles lined up, and a growing legion of fans hungry for more, she's poised not just to shine, but to reshape the industry's landscape. She's proof that young talent, when combined with vision and grit, can rewrite the rules. So next time you watch Sydney Sweeney on screen, whether as the fragile Cassie, the biting Olivia, or a fighter in the ring, remember, you're witnessing more than just acting. You're witnessing a relentless soul, battling expectations, controversies, and inner doubts, determined to carve out a space that's unapologetically her own. Sydney Sweeney is more than a star. She's a movement. And trust me, the world hasn't seen anything yet.